Greetings, podcast friends. Here is another most listened to podcast of 2025. We had so many comments on this topic. This was back in March, I believe, of ghostwriting. Is it unethical to have a ghostwriter? Is it unethical to be a ghostwriter without divulging the fact that you are the person who essentially wrote the majority of the book? If you are the author who is benefiting from said ghostwriter, should you divulge the fact that you used a ghostwriter? Should their name be in the credits? We got into all of that, and so many people commented. So, here is this podcast about ghostwriting and so much more.
Welcome to the Brant and Sherri Oddcast, sponsored by America's Christian Credit Union. To order Brant's latest book, Life is Hard, God is Good, Let's Dance, or to find out more about the show, go to BrantHansen.com.
It's a whole thing that I'm all wound up about.
Okay.
I'm wound up.
All right. Okay. Yes.
So just go ahead, plow ahead.
Unwind.
Charles Colson wrote a book, huge book called How Then Shall We Live. It was like his epic tome on the Christian worldview.
Okay.
I always liked Charles Colson.
Charles Colson, remind me.
He was in Watergate.
That's why I know the name.
He was the axeman for Nixon, became a believer in prison. He read Mere Christianity, then started Prison Fellowship.
That's Prison Fellowship.
Yeah.
Got it. Okay,
right.
Good. Yes.
Except he didn't write the book. Or he didn't write most of it.
What?
But it said he did.
I don't like a ghostwriter?
Yeah.
Okay.
Nancy Pearcey wrote most of it.
Why do I know that name?
Well,
Have you
she's
been
brilliant. I've
mentioning?
referenced her.
Yeah.
She wrote a book called The Toxic Core of Masculinity. And I just think she's real smart. And she kicked back because she said, no, I was told I'd be the co-author. So this happened years ago.
Okay.
And then she quit Breakpoint Ministries, which was Colson's thing. And she's a professor and stuff, writes her own book. She's just brilliant.
Yeah.
But I don't want to say amazed, but again, a little shocked. Am I? I guess I am. I guess I'm let down again.
Okay.
At the amount of ghostwriting that goes on and is justified.
Oh,
and it's in this industry that I'm in Christian publishing.
Yeah, no, there's a lot. You didn't.
In Christian nonfiction?
Yeah, I mean, I know ghostwriters, but they know that they are.
But here's the thing. They justify it. I read ghostwriters' blogs and I read comments from authors, quote unquote. And they're like, hey, they get paid. They like it. They get paid. They get, here's your $50,000. You walk off. You need to put the job in. And then my name is on the front.
And you never mention.
But we don't know that.
We don't.
That is what we call a lie.
Well,
even if you guys worked it out.
Well, let me ask you this, though. I don't know how it goes. So I know from going to writers' conferences and stuff, I know people who do it, right? But I've never known the full mechanism of it. So is it, I have these ideas.
It can range from, here's a lump of my sermons I did.
Okay.
You watch them. You write a book. I'll put my name on it. To, I had nothing to do with this, really. You wrote a book. And then I'll put my name on it at the end. I'll look at it late in the editing process, and then it goes out like that with my name.
So that it's on, like your name is basically like a licensing fee.
Yeah. It's like,
because you're the person with
and
the,
I mean, it's a
brand.
lot of people you've heard of. I mean, a lot. And a lot of people's quote unquote spiritual heroes. Like that guy's the pastor. He's all about the truth.
Yeah.
He's Mr. Truth, as a matter of fact. And then, wait, there's a guy on his staff that wrote his books.
No, I know that happens often, like I said, because I know the writers. I just didn't know how the process goes.
Yeah, so it ranges.
Yeah.
Sometimes there's some involvement, sometimes there's not so much. But even if there is some involvement, if somebody else writes the book, you're reading the book thinking that guy wrote that. And again, I can name people who are huge celebrities that you would think, okay, but they wrote their books.
Right.
Like that's not a politician or something. Like, no. It's like, just you can look this up for yourself on different people. But it's like, wait a second. So like one ghostwriter wrote a book with Gary Sinise, the actor, and he got credit for it.
Yeah.
So it's Gary Sinise and this guy. I've seen books by athletes. It's like Bob, the athlete,
and Jack
with Jim Stevenson. And you're like, okay, so Jim Stevenson wrote this and helped Bob talk it through.
Oh, this is a very good point I think you're bringing up. So why not? What are
Just disclose it.
What are you trying to do, or what is Juan by not having Jack or Jim Stevenson?
But see, Gary Sinise would do that, but not these pastors, not these professional Christians, and their current top trendy guys that you think, oh, now that guy he's not one of those crazy guys. He's one of those normal, like, and I mean, it's across the board, and you can look up Billy Graham himself. And I think I read repeatedly like 85%. One of his books came out well after he had, declined seriously mentally. But it's got his name on it. Bam.
Right.
Okay, that is a lie.
Yeah.
You are lying to us.
Unless you say it's so-and-so and so-and-so.
Yeah, credit the writer. Or else we think you wrote the book. It's like preparing a great meal. Or you have friends over.
And the chef's in the kitchen.
And you walk out of the kitchen with this food and people are like, wow, you really made a great meal.
And you receive the glory.
Yes,
yes, okay.
I did.
Yes,
and they actually, they sometimes they actually do just plain lie about it.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, oh, I spent nights, months coming up with this book, and I just sweated it out. There's one ghostwriter talking about watching a pastor talk about all the effort he put into writing this over the months and, up all night.
That's tough.
You just disclose it.
That's tough. Because why not?
Why not? And
Do you feel like it's a lack of integrity?
Yes.
Okay.
I think it's a lie.
Yeah.
And it's for money.
Yeah. That's what I was going to, that's the part I want to unpack just a little bit, just so I have my own clarity. I think that, and I'm trying to divorce it from being a writer, as are you, and knowing what it takes to push something out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
sure.
So there's a little bit of an angst inside me. Like, you didn't do, that's work.
Yeah. You didn't. You took the credit for it.
Yeah. You didn't do the work. So I have that. But then it's the problem that we have, and that the fact that this is supposedly representing the kingdom is that then why not?
Why not?
And other than getting the glory or getting the accolades, I don't know. In fact, I would think you would be maybe more inclined to do it than an unbeliever, because you would want to say, I did this, but so did so-and-so, right? Like, you would be more inclined to want to disclose it.
It's just a win-win-win-win-win-win-win-win-win lose thing. Win for the celeb pastor.
Yeah.
He gets credit without doing any work.
Right.
Or very little work. And win for the ghostwriter. They get paid.
Right.
Great.
Yeah.
Win for the publisher. And again, this publishers, these are people I work with.
Yeah,
and that's their decision. But I just, it's really bad to me. And so they win because they get this product that goes out with that guy's name on it, which will immediately sell books. In fact, because he runs a big conference.
Yeah.
It'll all go to that people at that conference.
It's a branding and licensing thing, right? Like, worldview. Got it. Your name is a brand.
But you're lying. You're putting your name on there. That is a lie.
Yes,
you're
right.
Even if they take a step back and just go, well, is this kind of a brand thing? That's not to the reader. Reading is like to a writer and a reader. It's a personal thing. We think this is from you. We think you sat down and wrote this. And you want us to think that, or else you would just put the other guy's name on there or the woman's name. Like, I mean, it's crazy. So there were books in the 70s, I guess, that were huge hits. They were called God's Smuggler. There's another book called, I don't know, it was about the gang guys with the knives and stuff. I can't remember.
It's not the one that shows the
Nikki
movie.
Cruz.
Yeah. Isn't that A Thief in the Night or something like that? No, that's not that.
No, people are.
Oh, sorry, guys. We all,
you guys
all of our horrible childhood religious memories are
you're
coming.
Throwing your AirPods at the sidewalk right now.
Nikki Cruz didn't have an end time movie.
No, it was.
No, he had okay, I know what you're talking about though. I got it. I remember it.
Gang movie.
Yes, it was evangelistic thing. I remember they used to take us outside in the projects and play it on the wall, and everyone's supposed to get. Yeah. I remember all of it. Yeah.
Apparently, it was written by a married couple that had nothing to do with that. I mean, but they didn't get credit for it.
Did they get paid?
The Schillers or something like that.
They get paid?
Yeah, they got paid.
They got paid, not credit.
But again,
we thought you wrote
it's not. It's so that's the defense. I read one popular ghostwriter. He's like, "Look, we get paid. It's fine with us. I didn't write it for the credit. I got the paycheck."
Yeah.
But that's great for you.
Yeah.
but just disclose it. Just disclose it. And on the cover, don't put it buried somewhere, next to the Roman numerals of when this book came out. But there's the one guy like travels with Christian artists and he speaks and everybody's like, wow, what a man, wow.
That's tough. That's tough because the one question I would have is why not?
Yeah, why not?
And I don't know.
Well, yeah, but we know the answer to that. I can be naive.
Yeah.
But I know the answer to that.
But what's the answer if you're the person who used a ghostwriter, didn't disclose it? Now you have all these ideas in a book that may or may not be yours, but they're certainly not your words.
Well, the machinations will start moving.
Right.
If they're put on the spot, I would imagine.
And I'm saying, why not?
It'll be something like, well, I did this sermon series and it's sort of based on that. And also,
but sir, why
and
not?
I talked to him on the phone.
Why not disclose it, sir? Why not? Why not put it on the cover that it's you and them? You lose nothing. You're still going to pay them.
Because I take responsibility for this book. I'm the one. The buck stops with me.
But it's their words. The buck didn't stop with you. The buck stops with you.
Security, can you remove this woman from this wherever we are here? This hypothetical situation.
Remove this woman from this hypothetical situation.
I remember Barry Weiss, the journalist, said, again, I think we mentioned this once, but she said, we don't have a crisis of trust in our culture. Mm-hmm. We have a crisis of trustworthiness. So when the journalists are like, the real problem is people don't trust journalists anymore. Well, no, the real problem was you weren't trustworthy. That's the real problem.
And that stacked up, and then we looked and said, we can't trust you.
Yeah. So if it's just institutions like, well, they just don't trust us anymore.
Right.
That's because you weren't trustworthy.
That's right.
So what are we supposed to do with that?
Yeah. Ugh. That is tough.
It sure is. And I don't mean to be a downer. I just this is part of being a believer, just being honest about stuff. I just find this antithetical to anything I know about the kingdom. I'm taking the credit for the meal that a chef made. One ghostwriter said, he wrote a blog. Mm-hmm. He said, but in every case, I've never received credit, but that's okay. In some cases, it was rather funny. For one project, I actually wrote a book for a client, and then he stood up on national television and described how he had labored night after night, writing without stopping until his wife had to beg him to get some sleep. Oh, man. Yeah, right. In another case, when a major newspaper reported that I wrote a television special for a particular media ministry, the ministry office told me to stay quiet because they wanted people to believe that everything that came out of that ministry was written by the ministry founder.
Oh, no.
I didn't get any credit, but at least the check cleared, he said. So my issue with this guy, God bless him, seriously, is, but it's not just about you and who you're contracting with.
Yeah.
It's everybody who's watching.
That's tough, Brant.
Is it?
It is. Now, to be sure, in the past, the check cleared is something that people around me would say that the check cleared.
Sure.
And I get that. And so what you're asking of this person who has this, this profession is to care that Pastor Bob is telling everybody that, I understand saying I did my job to the best of my ability and I got that check. Yeah. I'm not deceiving anyone because I didn't say that my name had to be on that. I did the job that I have to do. Because are we asking then ghostwriters not to ghostwrite anything unless your name has credit on it?
In the Christian context, absolutely. Yeah.
You are?
Absolutely.
Wow.
100%. Why not? Well, because it's a deceptive practice. It is a deceptive practice. If you wrote the book, that guy's name goes on there.
And you're deceiving the public.
The public.
The ghostwriter's deceiving the public?
It's part of it. It's not that I wouldn't lay most of the blame even though, but I just want to I wouldn't want to participate in that.
I get what you're saying.
Just because you get paid doesn't okay, that's fine. But again, I said it's win. I would say the same thing to the publisher. The publisher could be like, hey, everybody got paid. It's all no, you're participating in a thing that's deceptive. Yeah. I expect that. I guess 60 to 70% of nonfiction titles that hit the bestseller list in the secular realm are ghostwritten. But we kind of know that.
Not 60 to 70. I didn't think it was
Yeah,
that
it's
high.
a huge, like any political book practically.
Okay. That
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
I mean, this
You're like, come
person
on.
can barely string together
Yeah,
six
they don't even
sentences,
they
and now
don't read books as a general rule. You
All of a sudden.
Yeah, I mean, I could tell
Yeah.
it's all over the place. But it's like in the Christian context, I just don't understand. I don't get it. So
I get it. I get that this is not a kingdom practice. There's no real way to square it with kingdom thinking. I just think the ghostwriter, you're right though. I mean, I get
I don't
it.
respect it.
I know. I don't know necessarily that it's respectable. I'm just saying I don't know that I would.
Man, I mean,
That's tough.
what I wouldn't give for a little ghostwriting.
Bruh, listen, that's my whole problem. That's why I'm having a problem even articulating, because I'm like, you know what?
Look,
Do you know what it takes?
You know what stinks is when an editor rips this is garbage. They won't say it's garbage, but it's like this whole paragraph, like zig, 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 no, fix that, fix this. Like,
Yeah.
can't you fix it for me? Nope.
Okay.
Okay.
Back to the coffee shop I go.
Yeah, then send it off to you again. Like, nope. Zig, 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 zig.
It's a brutal process.
It is.
It
but
is a brutal process.
But I wrote it.
Yeah.
May not be the best, but
That's my blood on the
that's-
page.
that's-
That's what I
yeah.
always say. That's my blood on the
That's
page.
right.
So that's the part I do take great exception with, is that's not your blood on the page.
Yeah.
So that it's brutal out here right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just another thing.
Yeah.
They're really doing this. Fyre Festival is coming back.
I saw something
Yeah, Fyre
about
Festival.
the tickets, but I thought it was
Yeah.
like the old tickets and it was like memorabilia.
No, they're doing Fyre Festival 2. It's the same thing. All the
Same
cool
guy?
people are invited. It costs a lot of money. It's all for the hip cool people. And they're
Oh
doing
my
it
goodness.
again. And I noticed they're offering what they call the Prometheus package, which is like the ultra luxe
Okay.
package. I don't know what all's involved with
All
that.
right, sure.
But I do know a little bit about Greek mythology.
Okay, because I don't know who Prometheus
Fyre
is.
Festival went down in flames. Okay?
Yeah.
So Prometheus is like he's part of the whole fire story.
Oh, okay,
But-
all right.
But he's also strapped to a rock where daily he is attacked by an eagle. So
Well, these are kids doing this. Maybe they didn't
just
look up
wanna-
the full
nope,
context
just
of
want
it.
to caution you, do not take the Prometheus package. 2 things you need to have an awesome prayer life, like a passionate prayer life. And let's see if you have both of these things, okay? And I'm somebody who's struggled with prayer my whole life, but I've gotten better the last few years.
Okay.
It's not boring like it used to be. It's like it's a privilege.
Yeah.
But the 2 things you need, see if you have these things. Number 1, at least a little bit of trust in God.
Mm-hmm.
And the second thing is some problems.
I've got those, Brant Hansen.
Bingo.
All
Well,
right.
you're off and running. Oh, I had an idea.
Mm-hmm.
Let's get in on this ghostwriting thing. But I ghostwrite your books,
And then
and you ghostwrite my books. And then it's like, Brant's mom is
what?
she's black, but Sherri,
Was in Illinois?
what?
This doesn't make any sense. Sherri was in a soybean field. Why?
The Brant and Sherri Oddcast, sponsored by America's Christian Credit Union. To find out more about the show, go to branthansen.com.